And so this is why, from a nervous system and a somatic insight, midlife is not just a hormone conversation. It's also a capacity conversation. And so, does your body feel safe enough to do more than just survive? And so, again, looking at what are the inputs that are creating this output and how do you start to build back up your capacity? You know when you have hit your limit. So, working outside of your capacity will likely look and feel like overwhelm, anxiety, frustration, anger, or it could look like procrastination, self-sabotage, shame. And we have different parts of our nervous system for a reason, right? So we have that activation, so that overwhelm, that frustration. We also have that freeze or that shutdown, so that procrastination, maybe, and it's about moving through those parts of the nervous system in a way that actually serves you rather than getting stuck there. It's like you're either, your foot is on the gas, getting stuck in activation, or your foot is on the brake, getting stuck in shutdown. So it's not that you are never going to move into those parts of your nervous system. It's not that you're never going to move outside of your capacity. It's that how do you build that capacity back up so that window is wider, your window of tolerance is wider, so it takes a lot more for you to move outside of that window of tolerance. And when you do, you're not staying there. And so this is where, when your adrenals are either working on overdrive or not meeting the demands of your stress, your window of capacity, your window of tolerance is going to be much shorter. So you're going to feel like, I don't have the resiliency anymore. I don't have the get up and go anymore. I don't have the drive anymore. And truly, your body is wanting you to get, it's trying to get your attention. And so the other thing that I will say about cortisol and the adrenals, and this is a little bit more from the energetics, is that a lot of times, especially if you are on the underactive side and your body isn't producing enough cortisol to meet the demands of the stress that you have or are putting on it, it's really an opportunity for you to step back and question, am I on the right path? Or is there a path that I want to be on, but there is some fear, or there's the fear of judgment, or there's the fear of success, or there's the fear of failure? So I just want to leave that there because I think that that is also really important because, again, our body knows. The body keeps the score. When the body says no, you've heard me reference all of those things. And that's also really important to bring into the conversation because a lot of times the underproduction of cortisol for a lot of people sounds and looks like, if we want to put a label on it, burnout. And I believe that burnout is not doing too much. It's doing too little of what lights you up, or it is your body's way of slowing you down. It's putting you in shutdown. It's putting you in inaction so that you can really start to reflect and you can really start to make some decisions around, are things working for me the way that I want them to be working for me? And I don't just mean around your health. And so I want to give you some really simple, but not always easy, practical application, because your adrenals do not need more intensity. That is the opposite of what your adrenals need. Your adrenals need support. They flow when there is rhythm. They really like predictability. And so this is important because that predictability or that familiarity could actually be something that you don't prefer or that isn't serving you anymore. And so that's important to look at. They also really like consistency.